Listen, people, together with me.
Pandamic Dragon Fruits Edition.
Limited edition, people. Yeah, people, TJ here in the world's only FDA-proof bunker. And the Panda supplements guys and their amazing creatives are bringing in a new version of the Pandamic. Super popular pre-workout, people. This is a different formula. They tend to do this thing once every 6 months or so, people. I'm gonna take you through the label. I'm gonna generally refresh your memory. How is this one different from the mainstream Pandamic pre-workout? But more experience, I'm going to share with you my personal experience using this one. And then, towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you my final verdict, should you still actually give a shit by then. And all I'm going to ask in return, all I'm going to ask is that you hit that like button. Okay, people, so the good people at Panda Supplements, this is their mainstream Pandamic. Mainstream meaning, yeah, it's the ongoing version, people. They launched this thing, I want to say a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, this is a super popular pre-workout. This is it doesn't have DMHA, DMAA, Nadaraya, Genesis even. It has a bunch of stimulants and focus ingredients and a good pump formula. And this has become, for a lot of you guys, one of your go-tos for that, sort of that line between everyday pre-workout and a steam junkie pre-workout. So a pre-workout that will smack you really good, but doesn't make you feel like you're hurting yourself. So anyway, people, this was the Pandamic regular edition. So a year ago, they came out with something called the Phoenix edition, which had mostly the biggest difference between the Phoenix edition and the mainstream Pandamic was the pump formula. You definitely felt the difference. Was out there for a few months and then it went away. Still have the flavor Phoenix. And now, people, now they're coming out with this one. Look at this design. Listen, the Panda people, they're hiring some kick-ass designers. Or this is some artificial intelligence type work. Hey, ChatGPT, draw me a panda that's really angry and it has a dragon eating your ass. Anyway, people, listen to this. So the Pandamic limited edition here has a bunch of claims. Just like, by the way, what do you feel about these claims? Like contagious energy, infectious pumps, people. I don't know what that even means. Anyway, Panda generally though, people, listen to this. The Panda people, I really like them. I didn't like all of their stuff over the last couple of years, but I really like the company. Always high quality shit, always trying to do the right thing. If there's a product that doesn't really hit it, they try to adjust. It's a solid company. You know that when you're buying Panda stuff, you're getting high quality shit. Their protein is amazing. I'm going to link to that below. Their pump formula I really liked. Their Rampage pre-workout I really liked. And they're doing these collabs now. They did a collab with Black Market and meets Panda. It's going to go out very soon. I'm going to link to that one below. Also, it's still around, but not for long. And I'm Focus, their everyday focus ingredient, supplement people. Anyway, people, listen. I'm going on a tangent here. Let me tell you here on this one, 1 scoop, 2 scoop. This is the 2 scoop channel, really, people. Seriously, 2 scoops is 21 servings. 21. Inflation, people. 2023. Inflation. Okay, L-citrulline, 10 grams. So the first part of this, like I'm gonna go really fast. It's literally exactly the same like Pandamic, the regular one. I'm gonna tell you where the main differences are gonna come in from a label perspective. But listen, people, labels are just fucking labels. The main thing you can get from a label is if the people that formulated this are morons or not, because you can look at it and say, shit, this label doesn't make any sense. But then still you have to experience it. Anyway, people, why am I going on this big ass tangent here? I took this like 2.5 hours ago. I should be all focused and zoned in right now. Really, I'm just mumbling. Anyway, people, L-citrulline, beta-alanine, beta-anhydrous, L-tyrosine, alpha-GPC. All of these are exactly the same. You have 10 grams of citrulline malicyl for pumps. And then you have the beta-alanine for the tingling. We really like the tingling here on the channel. If you do not like the beta-alanine tingling, you're not going to be a very good friend of the channel. Also, what's there not to like? Seriously. Betaine for a bunch of stuff, including pumps and muscle power output. L-tyrosine for focus, same amount, people. Alpha GPC, my favorite type of choline for focus, same amount. Then it starts to get a bit different. So in the original version, there's, I think, 375 milligrams of caffeine, just caffeine anhydrous, which is the caffeine that everybody uses. Caffeine anhydrous. It's what you find in most pre-workout. Hits you, it peaks at like 40 minutes and then it fades away. They have here 3 types of caffeine together. So they have caffeine anhydrous, they have caffeine citrate. Citrate actually, they have like hits you, peaks at like 10 minutes. So it's supposed to hit you really fast. And they have Zoom XR, which is long-lasting caffeine. So you have the 3 types of caffeine. I think it's the same amount altogether, but that's the idea here. I really like these trio mix of caffeine. It started to become super popular in the last year. Almost every new pre-workout comes out with this shit. L-theanine at 150 milligrams. I don't like L-theanine pre-workout. I don't give a shit if you have research that shows that it's good. I just don't like it. I don't like anything that you put in a sleep aid, in a pre-workout. But listen, 150 milligrams, 1-to-3 ratio with the caffeine, nobody's gonna care. Then Dobrium extract, that was also in the previous version. Sodium chloride, so this is a bit different from the previous version. They had it, they had a different type. I can't even remember what it was. Maybe pink Himalayan salt. It's supposed to help with pump and hydration. Adventure Z, so this is new here. So they have 67 milligrams of this thing. This is a trademarked ingredient. It's a trademarked alkaloid of bitter orange. Supposed to help you with body thermogenesis, sort of fat burning. Then they have a bunch of absorption elements, epinephrine at 50 milligrams. I think that this is the same. And then they have vincamin that is supposed to help you with focus. I really like vincamin actually. In the couple of products that I used that had vincamin, it's a trademarked ingredient. It's I think it's a trademarked ingredient. You know what? I'm not sure. But it's supposed to help with focus. Anyway, people, so the biggest differences here are the stim and focus package. That looks a bit different. So there's a bit of fat burning ingredient, obviously the 3 types of caffeine, the vincamin is new. Anyway, people, listen to this. Labels are just labels, even for Panda. In this design, every product Panda puts out, you need to look at it and respect it. So please, people, please respect it. People, let's get into the experience. So the flavor, dragon fruit. It comes only, dragon's blood. Dragon's blood, people, not fruit, blood. Maybe there's another one with fruit. Maybe there's 2 versions. I don't know. I tried this Dragon Blood's flavor. It is a kick-ass, awesome flavor. And when I say awesome flavor, I mean BCAA, EAA type flavor. Like, it doesn't even taste like a pre-workout. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Fuck!
your scale of 1 to 10, even when it's an awesome flavor. Who the fuck cares? It either sucks, which we don't like. I don't like that flavors that suck. But if it's in the best, one of the best pre-workouts out there, I don't give a fuck if it tastes like my dog's shit. It's either tolerable, okay, or it's awesome. This one is awesome. Let's move on. As far as the experience, people. As far as how fast does it hit, you're gonna start feeling this shit 10-15 minutes in. You're gonna take, this is not one of these ones that you sit down in the bus stop waiting for the fucking bus. No. 10 minutes in, you're gonna start feeling it in. The beta-alanine tingling is gonna come in. The energy kick is gonna come in. It's nothing like slap, slap. No. This is very similar, by the way, to the previous ones. This is good, consistent sense of urgency. I will tell you from that perspective, I really like the fact it hits really fast. The beta-alanine tingling is not like ants all over your face, beta-alanine tingling out of your mind. You feel it. It's a subtle beta-alanine tingling. That's what it is. It's a subtle beta-alanine tingling. It does last for like a good amount of time, right? But subtle beta-alanine tingling. As far as the energy, like I said, it creeps on you, starts creeping 10 minutes, peaks at like 20-25 minutes. Really good, solid, consistent energy. Very similar to the Pandamic level of energy. If you try the original Pandamic, it's a very similar Pandamic-like level of energy. I would say the main difference, and actually, so I mean, this is where the label is the label. It does last for a longer time. So, you know, it takes maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more time to fully peak, like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, instead of like maybe 20 minutes. I don't know what, like this is splitting hairs here. But it does last for a bit longer. So now I'm like 2.5, 3 hours later, and I still feel a good head buzz. So it does last for a lot longer. As far as the pumps, very similar experience as far as the pumps. I would tell you this. There's 2 things that I feel that are different around this from the original Pandamic. One, there's a better sense of focus. Like the focus here is more dialed in. I don't know how to tell you. Pandamic was a great pre-workout. This has a bit more of that dialed in focus feeling, which I really like. It peaks at around that 30 minutes mark, like I mentioned, and just stays with you. And this is one of these, listen guys, this is just, you know, weight, machine to machine, weight to weight, lift to lift, set to set. Very zoned in, good feeling, sense of urgency, like I said, with the energy. Pumps are solid. They're solid. They're just like the original Pandamic. They're solid. They're not something to write home about. And the last thing I'll say, there's a sense of almost like fat burner here. So about, I want to say about 40, 45 minutes in, there's like you start to sweat more, right? So if you like that feeling in a pre-workout, it's nothing crazy. They didn't like got me uncomfortable, but you definitely feel a bit more of the heat compared to the Pandamic. All in all, independently as a pre-workout, this is again similar to Pandamic. This is one of these high-end everyday pre-workouts that you can feel good about taking every day. You'll get the good sense of urgency, you get the focus, like I said, you get solid pumps, you get that extra fat burning type feeling. I really like that. This is similar, a bit better on the focus stuff, like I said, and longer lasting energy. The original Pandamic just everything hit faster, and it's also faded away faster. This is it, people. I really like it. This just looks. Listen, people. I think that if you're a steam junkie and you like whatever you are, 30 years old, you like just having the Pandamic or the Panda supplements shit on your shelf is just a cool experience. Like, it's a collector's item. Even the Rampage pre-workout, which I reviewed, I'm going to link to that one below, looks amazing. So this is what Pandamic limited edition dragon something. There's dragon fruit, I guess, and dragon's blood, and I don't know what brings in. If you're a Pandamic fan, definitely give this one a shot. I think you're going to like it. Like I said, this is a high-end, high-steam, everyday pre-workout. Focus, fat burning, long-lasting energy, solid pumps, people. As far as we can find, I'm going to link below to the page on Fitness News so you can save some money while supporting the channel, people. Yeah. Zero dick sucking, by the way. Another video, another achievement right here from the world's only FDA-proof bunker, where the FDA has zero authority of a zero oral activity video. Listen, people, if you're new here, subscribe, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy.
Yeah.